I can say it's talking about Jeremiah. And then somebody say his name is not mentioned. So that's not the reason to prove that JC is not the one that's being spoken of. But it jumps out to you.
Make it desolate.
Now this word makes it desolate, don't jump out for you. Well, let me say it. This is so simple. It's pathetic. Y'all better look in the book instead of looking at me, because it jumps out at you. All these verses I just read. In other words, let me read it again. And I can even read it from your book. I can read from the King James Bible to let you know that they're not talking about JC. I got the King James Bible, and I'll read it from your book that you're reading from. And I'll start at verse 24. And here's what it says. 70 weeks are determined upon the people and the holy city, talking about Jerusalem, to finish the transgression and to make an end of sin, and to make reconciliation for iniquity. I buy that language. And to bring in everlasting righteousness, and seal the vision and prophecies, and to anoint the Most High, most holy. Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to rebuild Jerusalem, know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and rebuild Jerusalem, this is after Jerusalem has been destroyed. This prophecy is supposed to happen. At the time JC was on earth, Jerusalem was still standing. All you have to do, that's what I told the brother the other day, study history if you want to understand this chapter. Read that again. JC didn't die until he died. Matter of fact, the temple wasn't destroyed until 70 years after JC died. JC talked about the temple. Hold this page and go to St. Matthew's, the 24th chapter. Look what it says in Matthew's 24. That's reading. You should never let no knucklehead pull this book out telling you that JC is the one that's spoken of in the book of Daniel, the 9th chapter. Look what JC said in Matthew's 24:1. Start reading.
And JC went out and departed from the temple.
He went and departed from the temple. The temple is still standing. They used to go to the temple in Jerusalem. Titus didn't invade Jerusalem and destroy the temple until 70 AD. The temple is still, 70 years after JC had died. The temple is standing here. Read that again.
And JC went out and departed from the temple.
And he departed from the temple.
And his disciples came to him.
And his disciples came to him.
For to show him the buildings of the temple.
And they came to show him the buildings of the temple.
And JC said unto them, see ye not all these things?
See all these things about the temple?
Verily I say unto you.
Verily I say unto you.
There shall not be left here one stone upon another.
When it's all over, there will not be standing here one stone upon another. This is going to be destroyed. He's telling them this. Jeremiah told him this. Isaiah told him this. The temple is still standing at this time. At the time of Ezra, it was destroyed. They went back after the 70-year captivity to build it up. Keep reading.
There shall not be left here one stone upon another.
There shall not be left here one stone upon the other.
That shall not be thrown down.
That shall not be thrown down. They're dealing with the temple. The temple is still standing at that time. It wasn't destroyed until 70 AD. So how are you going to put this, speaking of JC, being cut off when he was dead 70 years before this occurred? This is not his prophecy at all. Don't let nobody take you and say, no, he was cut off